Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Ironman. Over the last couple of videos, we have done over 300 Bandos KC, and the two main drops that we got out of it, which actually were the two drops I really wanted to get, were the Tassets, which replaced the Varric skirt, I dropped that last video, and the Bandos boots, which we need for a master stash unit, for which the only other kind of difficult item to get for that stash unit is the Dragon 2H, which is 1 out of 256 from Calfate Queen, which we'll hopefully eventually get once we go back to Slayer. For this video though, there is one stack of herbs I've been holding on to for a long time, and that's the Snapdragons. And to use up the Snapdragons, I want to do Sarachnis. Now I could of course just easily go do Tower of Life and get like 800 red spider eggs per hour, and that'd be much faster than doing Sarachnis, but I just want an excuse to do Sarachnis, okay? Okay, we have some stuff to take care of first, so dropping the Bones to Peaches tabs. I'm gonna have to sell off these runes as well. I think in my rune pouch, ideally, I would have blood runes, nature runes, and fire runes, so I'm gonna go sell off these runes. I have to sell off the runes and the tridents as well. Yeah, and now we attempt to fight the great boss, Hispori. Current value of the items I keep on me is about 700 mil. I don't really have too much experience with Sarachnis. I did a bit on Twisted League a while ago, and I did a little bit on my main right when the boss first came out. But apparently we need as much magic defense as possible, so I'm just going to make some black DI chaps real quick. I'm currently at a bit of a crossroads right now. My best in slot helm that I have that I can use is the Serp helm, but if I use the Serp helm, first off, I use Zora skills, and secondly, I would have to keep Zora skills in my inventory, so that'd be -1 inventory spot. However, I could save that inventory spot and save scales if I instead get a Nezi, and I did the DPS calc, that'd be 1 second more per kill using the Nezi instead of the Serp, which isn't, I don't think, that big of a difference. Plus it has 3 mage defense, whereas the Serp has no mage defense. But there's one other downgrade that I can make, which I think I'm actually going to do instead of wearing the Serp and instead of wearing the Nezi. That's going to be the Slayer helm. I am of course not on task, and it wouldn't be worth the time trying to get a Sarachnis task, like it's just really unrealistic. But I want to use the Avernic of course, which means I'd have to have the Slayer helm in my inventory anyways, and I think it'd be more important to save 1 extra inventory spot for an extra prayer pod or an extra food, which would in turn extend the trips longer, and arguably might even save more time in the long run. So I'm going to be rocking the Slayer helm and the Avernic, even though I'm not on task. And the imbued Slayer helm actually has even more mage defense. It has +10 mage defense, so that could make it worth it as well. I really wanted to use the Elder Maul. I did the DPS calcs with the Lance on Crush versus the Elder Maul, and the Elder Maul is about 1 to 2 seconds slower. So because of that, I will be using the Lance. Let's out the Dragon Battle Axe. And I think for the spec weapon, I'm going to use the Dragon Warhammer. I was kind of going back and forth between Warhammer and SGS, but I think Warhammer would be better. Like I said, I don't really have much experience with the boss, but I guess we'll try it and find out. I also checked to see if the Mythical Cape was better, but it turns out Fire Cape is more DPS with this setup. Wait, frick, I kind of just realized I made the Black DI chaps for no reason. This wasn't listed on the wiki, but the Elite Void Robe bottom is probably a better option, because if you look at the mage defense here, we're about to go from 115 to 117. So it has more mage defense, and if you notice the prayer bonus, the Black DI chaps have no prayer bonus, and these have 3 prayer bonus. I know this looks really goofy, but I think this is probably the better option. While I mention a few more things, you can watch on screen how I'm going to get to Sarachnis. But Sarachnis is a mid-level boss designed as mid-level content with mid-level rewards, which is perfect for noobs like me. The main weapon drop from Sarachnis is the Cudgel, which is 1 out of 384, and even if I got it, it's barely better than the Lance on Crush. According to the DPS calc, it wouldn't even save me half a second per KC, so I'm not sure if I would even use it, because I like having some open space in my looting bag just in case something comes up. Then of course there's the pet and the jar, 1 out of 2k for the jar, and 1 out of 3k for the pet, both of which I'd be very happy to get one day. Another important thing to mention is Sarachnis is a great way to get elite clues, being 1 out of 60, and it has a decent rate for hard clues too with the 1 out of 40 rate, so hopefully we should be getting some clues done along the way. And then the main reason why we're here, which is the 1 out of 20 drop of the giant egg sack. It gives you 100 red spider eggs, which means you average 5 eggs per Sarachnis, and red spider's eggs are the secondary that we need for the Snapdragons to make super restores, which means if I wanted to use up my 5k Snapdragons during this grind, which I'm not sure if I'm ready to commit to all that yet, I'd have to get about 1k KC. And unfortunately the eggs aren't noted, which means I'd have to make the potions as I go, which will be a bit annoying as well, But that's why I have the superstores in my inventory, if you were wondering. I could just put the superstores into the looting bag every time I make a batch of potions whenever I get an egg sack. We'll see how it goes, I guess. I do still have a few open spots. I was also thinking of maybe putting the brimstone ring in there as well, so I don't have to have the suffering in my inventory. Again, we'll just see how it goes with the inventory space. I'm going to do some kills and get used to the boss, because I've had this habit in the past where like I show how to kill the boss before I've really gotten into the rhythm of the boss. So I'll wait a bit until I'm comfortable, and then I'll do like a run through of the boss, because I always like showing a full run through of a boss whenever I do it for the first time. One last thing before I go in, I just want to mention one more benefit of using the lance over the Elder Maul is that because it counts as a slash weapon, I can slash through the webs, so I don't have to keep a wilderness sword in my inventory to slash through them. Hey, we got a new music track unlocked. Nice. And there is the first Sarachnis KC. Pretty easy. Okay, first kill is a 5-kill trip, and we got the giant egg sack right on the last kill of the trip there, so we can go make the first batch of potions right now. I was one-tick flicking the whole time, so I only used 2 doses of prayer pod. And then there's that one mini quest, right, with the tattered pages. Have I done that already? I feel like I did that a long time ago. Oh yeah, In Search of Knowledge. You could trade in these pages for 1k GP each at the Arceus library, which I don't care about, so I'm just gonna drop them. Or wait, do they alch for a decent price? Oh, they alch for 0. I don't know if I want to commit to making all these into unfinished potions right now, because I don't know if I want to commit to doing 1,000 Sarachnis. I'll start with doing 100 at a time, I guess. I'll go to Nardon and make them into unfinished potions, but I don't know if I want to make them all into unfinished potions quite yet. Okay, we can right click and check eggs. So you see it starts with 100 eggs, and as I said before, unfortunately they're not noted, so when we click cut open, we just get a bunch of these unnoted eggs in the inventory, and then this is how I'll be making the superstores. But yeah, 142-ish XP per superstore means every time I get an egg sack, that's another 14k plus XP that I get each time. Okay, then we cut the egg sack open and it disappears. 100 superstores later. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be putting these in the bag every time I make a batch of potions. Oh, we get food too. There's food drops. I think when I get these dragon bones, instead of saving them all to use later on at the Wildy Altar, I think I'll just use them as I go, because I don't want to push it with the bag space. Even on the Unlit Gilded Altar, they're still 180 XP each. Honestly, dude, I don't know if I really care enough about the grubby keys and the loot that you get from them, so I think I'll just be dropping all of them over to the main. Okay, we've got our first clue coming in from Sarachnis. It's a hard clue. Whoa. Oh, 2 new items, and one of them is Blessed D'hide, which is freaking good. Not only will it be new for the POH, it's also new just for the collection log in general. Oh, that's a freaking sick clue, dude. Okay, so put the Bandos Chaps in there, and the Ceradoan Plate Body in there. And let's see how many we are now for the Bandos sets. 3 out of 4. Dude, we're so close. If we get the Bandos Bracers, I could drop that Zamidihide body I've been holding on to, because I won't need it anymore, because we could just have storable Blessed D'hide. Oh, yes, dude. And a little bit less important, but also kind of cool, is that we only need the helmet for the Ceradome and Rune Armor set. That's pretty cool too. And that is 50 KC at Sarachnis. That is enough to be ranked on the high scores. Something I think is a bit interesting about these egg sacks is that to cut them open, you have to be in a bank. I assume that probably has something to do with the fact that like you could store a bunch of restores in there or something. Like if you snuck it into the Inferno, there's probably some way to manipulate that as an example, or maybe doing something in the Wildy with that, or something to like extend boss trips. I have no idea, but there's probably something like that. Okay, do you see like right in the middle that the little like thing that has the legs on it? I'm gonna show you another picture that might make it easier to tell. You tell me what that looks like. It's a recolored Chompy with big legs. And another hard casket. It's a lot of purple sweets. I don't know what it is, but like I swear for every boss, the first drop that you get of a trip, like it's always a supply drop. It's so annoying. Now for a quick run through of the boss fight. Fun fact, when it first came out, the spawn timer was 30 seconds. So the meta was to actually hop worlds in between kills. And it wasn't until almost 9 months after its release that they finally changed the respawn timer from 30 seconds to 10 seconds. If you're next to Sarachnis, she'll always do melee hits. So you always want to pray melee, except when you get stuck in the web, you switch to pray range, because she'll always range when you're not next to her. Usually when you're stuck in the web, she'll only have time to do 1 range hit, so as soon as you see the ranged attack animation, you can switch right back to pray melee. If she gets really far away, sometimes she has time to do 2 range hits, but you kind of get a feel for it after you've got a few KC under your belt. She summons melee and mage minions, which you just ignore during the fight. And because we're playing melee anyways, that's why we want the high mage defense gear, since we're really only taking damage from the mage minions. When you get webbed while the minions are out, you want to keep praying melee as long as possible to minimize damage, and ideally, you'd only switch to prey range for the tick Sarachnis throws the range hit. And I know it sounds complicated, but the more you fight the boss, the more the timing kind of just becomes second nature. Like with a lot of bosses, it just kind of becomes intuition, sort of knowing when the attacks are going to happen. But there we go, that's the fight. It's a nice little piece of mid-level content. And there is 100 KC at Sarachnis. Okay, I don't know if there's a way exactly to prove this. And I know I'm kind of just getting started, but I think I've kind of just peaked at Sarachnis. I started at 82 KC, and we got to 101 KC. That's a 19 kill trip, and I just got extremely lucky with the egg potato drops. I don't know if that's like good in general, but I feel like for me that's just very, very, very lucky, especially as a UIM with a very limited inventory. And my gear. May as well call it a day here, to be honest. It's only going to be downhill now. Dude, something is way off with these egg potato drops. I don't know if I've been extremely lucky, but the wiki says it's 1 out of 20 and you get 6.5 egg potatoes on average, meaning I've gotten the 1 out of 20 drop 17 times when I should have gotten it like 6 times. But I've been getting a lot of egg potatoes, dude, and these trips have been like way too long. I've discovered that with the egg sacs, you only need the knife to cut it open, and then once you do that, you can drop the knife, and then from there, you can just take the eggs out without the knife. Oh, 2 egg sacs in 1 trip. Nice. Look at how this thing looks on the ground, dude. It looks like, you know, with spiders, there's something where if you like smush it, the egg sac pops open and like hundreds or thousands of spiders pop out. I feel like that's what's going to happen if I step on this. Okay, I just feel like using a grubby key right now, so let's see what we can get from the chest. I see where this could be useful for staying here for a long time, but it's kind of a far run to run from the Sarachnis area to here and then back. You know, at this point I may as well just teleport home, make food, and run back. Oh dude, we're about to get 6 hour logged right here. Holy frick, I didn't realize what time it was. I've been having so much fun at the spider boss. Alright, in honor of this very special boss that we're fighting, I have a very special meal that I'm making because of it. We're going to be making a stir fry because I recently got a wok, so I've been on a bit of a stir fry binge recently. Before I got this wok, I had never used one before, so it's been a lot of fun learning a whole new style of cooking. I think the main difference when cooking with a wok is that generally you want to use the highest flame possible. So far, the biggest thing I've learned is that as long as you have sesame oil and soy sauce, you can make anything taste amazing. And of course, the one other very, very important ingredient, which is the whole reason why we're making this, and also happens to be the monster that we're currently fighting in the game in this video. Alright, let's get back to Sriracha. And we have got a virtual herblore level, 102. That's 17.5 mil XP. Hard casket. Yo, 187 KC, and we got 187 mithril bolts. It's the little things that keep me going. Whoa! Wait, D-Med, Hard Clue, and Elite Clue from the same drop. What the heck, dude? Awesome, first Elite Clue and first Elite Casket done from Sarachnis, so let's see what we get here. Yeah, great alchable items. And that's gonna put us at 200 Sarachnis KC. Okay, we got a Hard Clue done, not Elite, but we got the Hard. And we got nothing. Another hard and elite clue in the same drop. What the heck? Alright, I had to make the freaking sled for this, but we did end up getting the hard casket and the elite both done. Here we go. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and open up the elite now. Oh, wait. Wait, did we just finish the... Wait, I think we had the bottom before, and now we... Dude, this is actually so good. Oh, elite. It's been a while. Yes, okay, we got the elite casket. Let's drop all this stuff here, and... Ooh. Alright, so the POH update, which will allow us to store these set items individually, is supposed to be coming out next week, which is going to be like 5 days from the time I'm recording this, so I think I could actually hold on to these for a little while. If we try to put this in there, we shouldn't get a warning message. We finished the set, dude, that's actually so good. Okay, wait, there it is, the black d'hide. We have storable black d'hide now. They might be nerfing black d'hide in the future, but for now, it's the same as Blessed d'hide, except for the +1 extra prayer bonus. So it's not like it saves an insane amount of time. It's just like whenever I want to grab out d'hide, I don't have to go out of the way to the Black Dragons and spend like 5 minutes making d'hide. I can just grab it out of the POH now. Plus, it looks so freaking cool, dude. And another slot for the collection log. Oh, this is so good, man. I'm so happy about this, dude. That's so freaking cool. Probably the first time we're making this sled actually paid off for me. I don't think I've ever suicided for a willy step before, but we're going to now because we're 5 steps into the master clue. And we'll see if it's worth it. We'll see if I can actually get a master done. And when I say I've never done this before, I mean I usually just drop them. But I feel like if we're this deep and there's a chance to actually get the casket, then maybe it's going to be worth it. Oh, we got the looting bag back. That's very convenient, actually. Oh, we got the casket. Okay, I don't want to die. UIMs never save any items on death, by the way, so I won't save any like 3 items or anything. Nor do I have a clue box on me, of course. Oh yes, okay, I'm so hyped about this. Alright, a master clue. It's so rare that we get one of these done, and I guess it was worth it. No matter what we get or don't get, just getting the KC done is really freaking nice. Here we go. Alright, 10 master clues done. I can go back to the world I died on and pick my stuff up and get back to Sarachnis. Oh, come on, don't DC here, dude. Alright, it's such an embarrassing place to die at. Okay, a couple of things. First thing is that I decided that I'm going to put the brimstone ring into the looting bag and then instead just camp the suffering. Let me actually show you the stat comparison. Here's the brimstone ring. We have the +4 strength bonus, which is the main thing, but it has no prayer bonus, and then +6 magic defense. But with the suffering, we have +20 magic defense, which, you know, is most important for Sarachnis, and then the +4 prayer bonus. My wrist has kind of been hurting a bit because I've been one tick flicking almost this whole time, so I might stop one tick flicking so much, so the prayer bonus will help with that. The main thing we're missing out on here is the strength bonus, but I think the 1 extra inventory slot could sometimes extend the trips, so I think that'll be a fair trade-off. And the other thing I want to show is there's a game update in 20 minutes, and this is the release of a Kingdom Divided quest. There's some other stuff in here too. There's actually quite a lot of stuff. There's the Shazine rework, so the whole Shazine house is going to look very different. They add some more monsters here. Boars might be good for tutorial skipping for people going for like Inferno tasks. Necromancers, Lynx, not to be confused with Axe. And then ashes, you get ashes now from demon monsters, and then you get prayer XP from the ashes, and there's an ash sanctifier that you get, which automatically scatters ashes, which I guess is the ash version of the Bone Crusher. And just like with the Bone Crusher, how you need the Mauritania diary, the hard or elite diary, with the ash sanctifier, you need the Karen and Kebos hard/elite diary based on how much prayer XP you want to get from the automatic bearing. And then you charge it with death runes. Each rune gives you 100 charges. That's actually really convenient because for the Bone Crusher, when you want to get the charges, it's like a whole big ordeal to like get the bones made into the bone meal and stuff and collecting the bones with limited inventory. But this seems really easy to charge up because you could just buy death runes and they're stackable compared to bones, which aren't really easy to stack if you want to get Bone Crusher charges. Also with the Kingdom Divided quest, the Arceus spellbook rework is coming out. So they have all the reanimation spells like they had before, all the teleport spells like they had before. And then there's the grass spells, which I guess do damage and freeze the enemy. Demon Bane, which is good against demonic foes, so I don't know if that'll be good against Serb or Zami or something possibly. Corruption, I need to look into this too because I don't even know what that does. There's resurrection spells. You could reanimate either a ranger, a major, or a meleeer. This tier does 1 damage, the next tier does 2 damage, and the next tier does 3 damage. Okay, yeah, there's just like like a bunch of spells. So offering, there's a thing with like the ashes or the bones that you offer them for prayer XP and you get 3 times the amount of XP. And then there's a bunch of things here that look like it could help with skilling or other kinds of PVM or something. I'm sure by the time you're seeing this video, a lot of YouTubers have made videos on this, so check their videos out. But as time goes on, I'll just be exploring this spellbook and figuring out what things are good to use on a UIM for all the different activities I'll be doing throughout the game. And I'm excited to learn more about all these spells. A bunch of raids updates. Okay, I think that's everything I want to point out. But we have 17 minutes left, and Slayer Music's guide for Below Ice Mountain is 12 minutes long, so we need to hurry up and get the quest cape back before we lose it again. I remember when this quest first came out, a bunch of people were telling me that like almost the whole quest is just cutscenes and you just sitting there waiting for the cutscenes to be over. And I'm watching the Slayer Music guide and it's legit just like you just sit here and wait for all the cutscenes to be over. So alright, let's begin this epic training montage. I mean, in the game. I'm not going to do it for the video. It's a lot of effort. Yeah, cool. Okay, so we unlocked this new emote here, the Flex emote, which, I mean, it's just flexing. And we got a new music track as well. We will get the music cape one day. We will get it. Oh no, we have a very difficult boss fight. Wait, can we one-shot it? Never mind. Wait, okay, 2-shot. Alright, very challenging boss fight. Oh, we got a new music track too. And there's the quest complete. So we get 2000 GP, the new emote, the music tracks, and we get access to this whole new area. And there's a whole section on the collection log dedicated to unlocking stuff in this area, which we will do eventually, but not tonight because we only have 5 minutes left for me to flex my quest cape before I lose it again. Let's grab the quest cape out. My baby, I couldn't grab it out before. I mean, I could, but if I take it out, I can't put it back in if I don't have all the quests done. I also can't equip it if I don't have all the quests done. But after so long, after months and months, years even, 2 years of playing the UIM, we have finally achieved what I have set out to do since the start of the account. We have achieved the quest cape on the Ultimate Ironman. I'm about to go to bed because there's gonna be like 45 minutes of downtime after this update happens, so what else am I supposed to do, right? Jagic's always trying to fix my sleep schedule. Whoa, look at that login screen. I was not expecting that. I don't know what I was expecting, but that just threw me off a bit. Oh wow, no way guys, a new quest came out. Let's go do the new quest. You ever just want to like skate down these stairs or skate this rail? That'd be freaking insane, dude. Alright, let's go begin the final quest on the Ultimate Ironman, A Kingdom Divided. Okay, we have an epic fight here, and he throws out the waves just like how Gallop. Oh frick, what happened? Oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, I don't know why I struggled with that so much. Wow, no way, they added Fragment of Saren to Kingdom Divided. Okay, I wanted to step on that thing to see what would happen, and it gives you corruption. It looks so cool, dude. Look at the prayer icon. Oh, and then, okay, so they also added Dvorkath to this quest as well, because it's like the same mechanic. Oh, wait, frick. Oh, no, frick, okay. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I thought she just like healed to full health, but I think that's what's supposed to happen. My guy is seeing better days. Bro, my whole body is just like folded or something. What the heck? Well, Shazian House has been completely reworked, and I really like these trees, these pine trees here. I think they look really cool. For the quest, you need a 4-dose defense potion, and instead of grinding out a couple of Ranars to make that 4-dose defense potion, I've decided to use my vast array of UIM knowledge to just buy the defense potions that we need, and we could just make a 4-dose, and we're good now for the quest. Okay, that quest was epic, dude. Epic story, epic music, and epic rewards. So we get 2 quest points, we get the Book of the Dead. It's an upgrade to the Kretz memoirs. So here's the stats of the memoirs, only the +1 prayer bonus. And then the Book of the Dead has +3 prayer and then +6 magic attack. It's pretty much like a budget Book of Darkness, which has 10 magic and 5 prayer. So I guess it's like a little bit easier to get for Ironman. Plus you get the teleports on here too. And we get a 10k XP lamp, we can set our respawn point to current castle, and we now have access to all the spells in the Arceus spellbook. It took me about 1.5 to 2 hours to do, but most importantly, that is the last quest done on the Ultimate Ironman. Ever since I made the UIM over 2 years ago, I set out with the goal to get the quest cape on the Ultimate Ironman, and today we have completed that challenge. We have now achieved the quest cape on the Ultimate Ironman.